what's wrong with my hair? Why do you have to? Always got to take it there, don't you? My hair's fine. It's not hurting you. Anyway, so I was sitting here and I was thinking about like the examples of love that I was given from childhood onward were not exactly love. Like I got to thinking about like the only like we didn't even take family photos. The only pictures I remember my parents taken together was from a photo booth, like I think on like first or second date, and it was really really cute, and they were like kissing on each other, and like it was the only time I've ever seen that either. It was like a picture, so it was almost like a myth, and oh, they were so 70s too. My mom had like 70s hair, and they both had like 70s jackets and turtlenecks, and it was so fucking, I don't know, Charlie's Angels. It was wild, and like just to see that side of them because I didn't really see it. The one time I did see it was when my dad had the second stroke. So it wasn't like affection wasn't something that was given out freely in our home. That was more of like an earned type of deal. You have to earn love and stuff. And like the only pictures, there weren't any pictures of us as a family. The only one I remember was I had one taken with my mom. It was just me and my mom, and my dad didn't want to be a part of it or something. They'd gotten into it. I'm sure they'd gotten into it, and that's why, whatever. But like, I always kind of coveted those families that took like the family photos. We did occasionally, like when we went on vacation or whatever, but it was not like those, I don't know, where everybody's dressed alike and they're sitting by the Christmas tree with their kiddos and the pajamas and shit and like, or the bales of hay. Those just tickle me. They tickle me shitless. The ones with the bales of hay and pumpkins, and they're all like, those are great. And we didn't have that. I think there might be. Why do I talk? Why do I just spill the beans? There might be some glamour shots floating around uh, of me and my mother. I don't know if you remember glamour shots. Try not to, because there's nothing fucking glamorous about it. And if those surface, and my hair was similar. Anyway, so, like, I want, I want to experience that type of, like, family love, where everybody, like, is a unit that works together instead of against each other. That there aren't competing or angry animosity energies in our home. That's, family sacred, and we do things as a family together. We have adventures, we take photos, and remember, and like, hey, I kind of want to like do cosplay and shit, like do it up because I don't do anything. It's balls to the walls or nothing, and like I mean, you know, the whole, I think that would be neat because those, and especially like it's a creative type of memory to do with the family together, and not to have that token of, you know because I don't even have any of my pictures. I've lost everything, even those pictures I was talking about. And like, I don't know. I don't know where I was going. Just that I don't know how to. I don't have a lot of examples of loving behavior in my life. I certainly haven't seen a lot of it, especially as of late. And I don't want it to be that way. Like, I want us to heal and break those generational curses. Because, I mean, Mom made it very clear why she got married. It was because she was trained to believe that you have to find a man that provides for you, so you don't have to. And it's not that she was a hard worker though. Like before she met she you know? But she didn't have the example of love set for her either. She was told that you know, a person's value comes in what they earn, what they have, surface level shit, you know? And so that's what she continued because she didn't know any better. So she married somebody that she wasn't necessarily in love with, but he could provide security. So that's what she taught me to do, and that's what I tried to do first time. But that's the thing about these cycles is eventually it's gonna start showing up as troublesome. It's not gonna feel good to the spirit, and you can either like change it and break all those patterns and get to the root of them and heal and blah blah blah, or you can continue it. And it seems like it's more comfortable for everybody to just continue it. But I always, even as a little kid, like watch those Disney movies, and it's like love, you know. I know it exists. I see other people have it. I see other people show it to each other. So why is it not a part of my existence? So I try to show it as much as I can to my child, but there's still parts of me that are broken from the way I was raised, and it being kind of like a, you know, being trained in the, what is it, the nuclear family dynamic, and that you put up with like your family because they're blood, and it doesn't matter how they act or how they treat you. You're supposed to, this is just what you do, but it doesn't have to feel that way, does it? Because I've experienced moments in my life where things felt good. They did feel kind of loving. They did feel reciprocal. So I know it exists. I know it does. And there's been a couple of times where I've gotten to experience something similar, I assume, to it. That connection, that deepness, that something that's a little less surface level and a little more raw into the core of you, because those parts of people exist too, and you have to be willing to accept those, but you don't have to be willing to accept abuse. What you want is a fucking partner that loves you, sees you, respects you, treats you as an equal, and together you build a home and a life and you sustain, you know, but you both have to be on the same levels of pretty much everything, you know. If you want it to be good, it's got to be same levels of healing, same levels of you know, personality, morals and values, you know, how you raise children, what you know, sense of humor, sexual compatibility. Because if that, I mean, if it's all not working, then it's not going to work. And yeah, okay, with each relationship, you get some practice and you learn something new and you try to change and grow and heal and not do it the same. But those patterns still pop up, especially if you haven't seen a whole lot of examples of actual genuine love. And, so you don't know what it looks like. You don't know how to, I don't want to say perform it, that's not the right word. You don't know how to execute it because those triggered, hurt things will still pop up no matter how healed you are, and you have to take it into account the other person's shadows and how and be committed to like actually working. And I don't want to say, because I don't think it is hard work when something fits together and it feels good and it flows and it feels good to your soul, then it's not hard work. It's like if you're doing what you love to do as a job, then it's not hard work. Then you're not suffering. But if you're doing a job that you fucking hate and you go to it every day just to make a paycheck, kind of like, then of course it's going to be miserable and you're going to hate it. And it's going to be hard work because it's going to be hard to push yourself through it. I've had relationships like that as well that are hard. I don't want hard when it comes to like a relationship. That should be easy. Now, granted, there's still going to be times where you're going to have to, communicate, talk through things, recognize each other's shadows, know each other well enough to know how to work together through that. And you make a commitment to make it fun and make it easy and do things to keep you engaged in each other and in love. And, there's a lot of factors, but I believe it can be done. I've seen other people have it, so I know it can. And that's what I would like. And I would like to not keep getting examples of you know, because my mom learned in the long run that she couldn't take it with her. She couldn't take any of it with her. She couldn't control any of it. She tried so hard to. And she couldn't heal those things. Dad couldn't heal those things. So they could never have that. What I'm looking for, which is probably going to be a lot better than what they experienced. And I feel bad for them for not being able to. But maybe I hope they had moments. But I've had enough moments. I want the rest of infinity.